Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video of our web portal to maybe help you understand what it does and some of the capabilities. It's really simple. As you see right here, it focuses on inventory shipping in to and from our warehouse, gives the ability to audit transactions, shipment history, to schedule deliveries using the delivery schedules that I showed you guys when we were touring the warehouse. There's also the ability to enter ASNs and things like that. I don't know if I doubt your suppliers or you guys would be using the ASN module, so we'll just skip over that for now. As far as inventory, this is looking at one of our accounts right now that uses our web portal a lot. And we discussed that particular account, but this is in real time. You can just pull up your inventory. So let us say that we wanted to search for using a wildcard character, so anything starting with TAL, and it's going to bring up all of the items in inventory. You see it's showing 1 of 10 through 52. We can page through them. We can export this list to a CSV file, which opens up in Excel by default on my machine. If we wanted to give you a good look there, so this could then be inserted into a table and do all kinds of fun stuff with it. If you wanted just to download the entire inventory, that's also possible. I'm not going to pull up this particular inventory just because there's a whole lot of it. But normally what our customers do, or they want to look at specific SKU and see what they've got, because they're using this to order from their suppliers or to plan out their manufacturing line. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I know that we talked a little bit about the requirements from our system's perspective. SKU is a unique identifier. We'll definitely use those. This customer cares about description and lot numbers, as well as you can see all of the other pieces of information down through here that matter to them. If this information, we call them descriptors, if these descriptors do not matter to you, they won't be there. For example, with our automotive customers, they don't care about weight, length, lot number. They care a lot about piece count. That's really the only unit of measure that they're worried about. They don't care about comments or vendors. They know all that, the owner, stuff like that they don't care about. But you can see you can see when something was received. You can see the location as locator, as we call it, in our warehouse where it's at. So you can really kind of audit us. You can audit if we're going in FIFO, all of that is apparent to you right here. Again, sub-inventory, things like that, that's not going to matter to you guys. But whatever does matter to you will show up here. This is completely configurable by us, and it will just show up for you like that. So in addition to that, let's say that we're looking at the TAL here. So let's say that we were maybe looking for a specific receive date. We could enter that date here, so it looks like 4/11, and now it's just filtered out just those from 4/11 as well. So there's a lot of flexibility in this interface right here, and it is very simple, so I don't think I need to describe it anymore. Auditing transactions is another feature that our customers use a lot. So they want to see what's been shipped, what's been released from our facility. I'm not going to enter anything other than beginning and ending date. So right here it's bringing up all transactions, receipts, and release. Down at the bottom I see we're looking at 1 through 10 of 126 today for this particular customer. And so it's pretty, I think this is self-explanatory too. You can go through whatever date range we want to look at. In addition to date ranges, we can enter just like we did before. So now we're looking on 4/18 for TAL, anything starting with TAL, and there we have it. We could change that date to much longer period, and this is just for auditing. You can export this just like the inventory, so pretty self-explanatory. One thing about the inventory I did not mention is that we can make it to where you can edit this information on your own. So this is specific stuff that matters to them. So let's say that you want to say, wait a minute, I need you to put this on hold, so mark it on for quality purposes. So there's some kind of quality stuff going on with this supplier or with this product. You can put it on hold, and that flags it in our system, and it will not allow, let's just put it on hold. So you can see it marked in yellow now, and that won't let us ship that specific item from our system. That puts it on a quality hold, so we can't ship it. I'm just going to take it off hold for now. Moving on to deliveries, I think that was another module that you guys were really interested in. So scheduling deliveries from our warehouse, and that's what this right here is for. To schedule a new delivery, just click new and it pops up, and you can say, hey, this one, your facilities can be configured already right here, so you can say on this specific date, this is the time period we can add to that. And we're in the PM time period, so for this customer, that's what matters to them, just AM or PM, and then a specific facility. You can see these ones are closed after we finalize them in our system, so that once they've shipped. These ones are still open. Looks like we've got one here for the PM, 35 items on it, so that's probably about to go out right now. To me, I can tell because there's no way for anyone to remove this stuff. These guys have actually been loaded. So up until the time that they're loaded, let's get a look at maybe for tomorrow. Okay, you can see these little X marks beside it. So the planner or anybody that's a super user, which I would be one of those super users, can go in and remove that. So super users are normally like the supply chain manager, the warehouse manager, any key material planners that need to do this, or the material planner. In this case, this particular material planner, Rodney Hudson, he could go in there and remove something that he had ordered. But someone that's not a super user cannot go in and just remove stuff that Rodney has ordered. That's how that works, just to keep, for just a sanity check. And looking at it, let's go and let's say we wanted to add some stuff to this shuttle right here. This delivery is going to get really large as we approach tomorrow. So we can see that we're picking items for AM delivery, and looking again at these items, some TSS. And I just want to show, to make a point, that if I pull up, let's say I wasn't Rodney and I was trying to add stuff, it's showing me what's already been added with this little blue check mark. So if I want to add a different SKU of the same SKU to the delivery, I can just click one of these buttons. I'll do that right now. So Swafford number 8950. These are identifiers that we put on there, barcodes, 8950. So I'm going to click it. So that's been added. If I go up there now, there's my guy, 8950. I don't really want him on there, so I'm just going to remove him real quick and save that. So if we do our search again, we're back now to what we had originally. So I just want to demonstrate how easy it is to add and remove to a delivery on the schedule. And there's a lot of flexibility with this, and this is one of those things that we can actually modify easily to your needs. So if there's things that you need that aren't here or just need to change a little bit, that's nothing for us. We can do that in the blink of an eye. As far as ASNs, this particular customer does not enter ASNs, but if you or your suppliers were entering ASNs, I'm sorry that this is a little cut off, but you can enter an ASN number. A lot of times that's a container number, or maybe there is an ASN number, a bill of lading number. Select the date. This is normally the ship date, and then enter part numbers, quantity, pieces. In this case, pieces is what matters. Again, if we can put whatever here that matters to you, and go from there. Add as many lines as we need. There's some built-in checking here for things that matter. I'm not going to enter this stuff in and add it since I don't want to be adding bad data to this. But this particular customer doesn't have any. But in this listing here, all pending ASNs, so ASNs that are in transit, would be showing up here along in the listing. And we could click one and go in and modify it, or cancel it if that were the case. And again, pretty straightforward and pretty self-explanatory. We've got some other modules such as shipping and ship from and ship to. This is for kind of direct manipulation of items in our warehouse. So let's say that you're wanting to add items to a shipment directly. This lets you do that. It's not very different than deliveries. It just gives you a little more granular approach, and it doesn't give you kind of the nice listing that this has. I would suggest using deliveries. We can look at shipment history today. So shipment history, just we're looking at all shipments for this particular account. So we've got inbounds and outbounds, and you can kind of see ship from, ship to, how many items were on it. If we want to look at the items, we can. We can print off a pack list in case we just wanted to see that pack list and download that. And we can export this list just like any of them, and we can search for, let's say you were looking for shipments with a specific item. So let's just see, we were doing TAL, so no TAL on there. But if you wanted to look for shipments with a specific, let's look for one. Let's find one. What was this here? Miscellaneous. Okay, let's put that there. So we can find the shipments with particular part numbers on there, or particular types of shipments. Of course, shipments over a specific time period. So that is pretty much all it is. It's very simple and it's highly customizable. Again, we can do whatever you need us to do with it. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you.